What's up, friends of the good mood? This is Manni, and welcome to 1 million HP on a brawling robot, ladies and gentlemen, the Ao Guang. Probably one of the strongest and most effective brawlers that you can run these days, with its mobility during flight and, most importantly, its 80% damage resistance as well, okay? And with armor modules and boosters, you can reach up to almost 200 million HP, multiplied by 5, which is the 80% resistance during the flight, means pretty much a million HP. Not even the Invader has that, and also not the Falcon, ladies and gentlemen. This is absolute insanity. So far, we've gotten 3 kills super easily here in free fall, and this is just the beginning. And yeah, so of course we need to call it effective HP because it's not its real HP. Only during the flight time you will actually have that much HP. But if you use the robot well and you don't let enemies attack you while your resistance is down, then you will effectively have that, right? So that's why this is really one of the strongest brawlers you can currently run in the game, especially with Tarans in my opinion, because it gives you the freedom and flexibility to kill this, and this very fast, you know, multiple targets without a lockdown, which the Scourge would have, right? So we've gotten 6 kills so far. The Trebuchet hit, look, I didn't even notice the Trebuchet hit. I've got 158,000 HP without armor modules. Here's a screenshot, ladies and gentlemen. With armor modules maxed out and booster running, you have 193,000 HP multiplied by 5, goes up to very close to a million HP. When you activate the flight. Imagine how absolute insane it is when you fly into 6 enemies and they all give everything they've got and they still can only drain you by 30% or so. That's just insane, alright? And now I'm getting hit by a Trebuchet from the right. Look at this. Boom! And I don't even notice anything on my HP. Because, well, in this case it's 720,000, okay? We're not running armor modules here. This setup right there is for brawling maxed out, okay? That means I have a damage module here, the thermonuclear reactor level 6, and the other passive module, it only has 2, is filled with a last stand. So that's why we only reach 165,000 HP maxed out without booster, and that's why we reach around 720,000 HP in this very state right now, okay? But as I showed you, you can reach a million with this pretty much, and you only give up, of course, on the last stand and on you know, on some additional 10% damage instead, right? So is it worth it? I guess it may actually be worth considering running armor module on this thing rather than the damage modules here, because you gain so much more from this armor module with the flight, right? Maybe it's not even the best decision that I went for here to go with damage output. It's a brawler, it has a really good amount of damage with 3 medium weapons anyways. You could run the armor module no problem, right? So, yeah, and I showed you on this screenshot right there what it means to have a, or how it would look like then, right? Anyways, let's keep going right there, guys. And here's one thing that really confuses me a little bit. I've made a video about the Ao Guang with Scourge, right? Scourge, ladies and gentlemen, you fly over the battlefield and the weapon aims automatically. No matter how you fly, the Scourge hits perfectly well, right? So this is supposed to be a very powerful setup with Scourge. But the video I made barely got any views, and my explanation, I think something went wrong with the notification. I believe that a lot of you guys out there watching, usually my content, haven't gotten a notification for the Scourge Ao Guang video. Something must have gone wrong there with YouTube. So guys, if it is in fact so, and I'm right, that you guys haven't seen the Scourge Ao Guang yet, it's a very good video. I think it's very relevant to this topic here. Then I suggest you click up in the upper right corner. You probably haven't gotten a notification then. So in the upper right corner is the link for the Scourge Ao Guang video for you guys, where I'm also making the best out of the Scourge setup, which is very effective against everything with one-on-ones. And like in one-on-ones, you're very hard to beat. But of course, multiple targets is something that the Taran can do better, because you simply have the ability to very freely and quickly switch between different targets, right? By the way, you will see me very often when I have multiple targets to choose from, I will go for the one who's second. Even if I know I won't be able to kill him, but now he's at low HP and he won't be able to kill another person anymore, so he's not really a threat at this point, and there's no reason and no way for him to get anywhere near us here. Look how we are flattening this bulwark here. I'm reloading now, but the built-in rocket launcher that the Ao Guang has as well is helping to destroy this thing at the end while I was reloading. It actually deals a really good amount of damage. It's much more than a Hydra would. It's maybe dealing around the damage that 2 Hydras would do, but better, quicker, with no lock on in between, right? So that's why running this as a trolling robot with Hydras and the built-in rockets is very effective. It's like firing 5 Hydras pretty much, right? So when you fly, it's really crazy. So this guy right here, he was really good. I activated anti-stealth because I thought he was gonna stealth jump, but he didn't. Then he hides behind this column, waits my anti-stealth, and then he jumps. Now I've got nothing against him. My flight has ended, my resistance is down, my anti-stealth is gone, and I've got nothing to fight him with. The only reason here I survived is I could, hide behind the cover right there. And I think Last Stand also prevented a few rockets to hit me. Yeah, but still, I can show you corner shooting, something that the Ao Guang is very good at. Look at this. Because the weapons are similar to the Hize, set up so that you can fire to the right and to the left around corners very effectively. You can do this. You can corner shoot extremely well and not expose your robot to enemy firepower while doing so. We've gotten 20 kills so far easily in free-for-all. With the mobility that this robot has, it's absolutely possible to get even more than 20. If you have some really good rounds and you're a little bit lucky on top of that with getting the kills, I think you could easily score 25 or maybe even more kills with this robot. If, of course, the luck is on your side. In free-for-all, you need a little bit of a luck. It always is part of it, because if you can do as much as you want, if the enemy is luckier and gets the kill shot every time, well, you can even lose with doing 3 or 4 times more damage than your enemy, right? But with this setup here, it's a little bit less likely to happen because of the additional insane amount of firepower you have with 3 medium weapons and the insane amount of HP during your flight time. I would highly recommend combining it with Quantum Radar module, otherwise you won't be able to kill the Spectres, the Pursuers, the Inquisitors, or Mercuries who are jumping in mid-air, and of course, and that's an interesting part, you can now also counter the Ao Chun. The Ao Chun is supposed to be the stronger flagship of these robots, but in fact you can actually kill the Ao Chun when he is in flight, because you can counter his stealth, but he cannot counter your 1 million HP, right? So that's the thing, and that's why I think the Ao Guang is actually stronger than the Ao Chun, especially in a one-on-one, right? On the battlefield, in the normal battlefield, maybe you could also kill the Ao Guang played well with the Ao Chun if you wait for him to use his flight against somebody else and then you kill him, right? On the regular battlefields with teams, the whole scenario of a one-on-one is no longer be given, and it changes things, right? The Ares can be countered very well in free-for-all because he uses his shield against someone, but if you're in a one-on-one with the Ares, you got no chance against this guy because he will use his shield only against you, and then you're very, very unlikely to be successful. This guy had Last Stand level 4 or 3 or 5, I don't know, a good level, and it protected him for quite a long time. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been able to do anything right here. But yeah, we're gonna see 3 maps here. We already saw Valley. We're seeing Moon now, because I thought Moon must be in the video as a review, because it is literally one of these things you want to play at, right? If you're in a flying robot, you want to play Moon, because that will give you like as much advantage as you can have. We had 42,000 HP before we flew up. This is a Dragoon Fury, ladies and gentlemen. Massive amounts of damage output in this guy. And he wasn't even able to do more than 20,000 damage to us because, he did pretty much 100,000 damage, but multiplied by 5, right? But yeah, it goes back to normal HP then, and it's only 20,000. Now I think I'm going to die with only 2 Tarans left. But maybe I'm going to be able to... okay, no, somebody saw me from somewhere else. So, it's the same guy I'm attacking now, and he already sent his rockets around the corner. So, is he getting killed? Yeah, he's getting killed by this guy. But it's okay, because now we are behind his range. He's got 300 meters, and we have 350. So just walking back a little, and you see all these nice rocket explosions in front of your face, but none of them actually reaching you. And that's the good thing. Now, whoa, there's a Pursuer. It's the same guy, is it? I'm not sure. Jumping in from behind, and this is why I think Quantum Radar is certainly the most helpful thing ever because I wouldn't have been able to get this Pursuer with its long space stealth duration if it wasn't for Quantum Raider, right? Now, Last Stand may protect me for a few seconds, but it doesn't do me any good right here, because I'm reloading and I'm still dead just as much as I would have been without Last Stand. So, yeah, let's keep going right here, or flying, rather. There is a chance to get kills with only these rocket launchers as well, which I stun right here. You saw this? The Dragon Fangs is it called, the ability that I just used here. Dragon Fangs, the built-in rockets that just stole a kill. It goes up to 500 meters far, very quick rockets that fly in a circle or in a slope around cover as well. And that's very effective, and you can, like I showed you there, steal kills without even having any line of sight, like with Hydras, but more effective, because Hydras need a lock-on. This thing doesn't. This weapon does not need a lock-on. You just look at the guy, and then it will fire, right? And very fast, very effective, and with a really decent amount of damage as well. So we're getting this Mender here out of the way. My Last Stand was now triggered already, so I'm down to 2 HP. No, 2 weapons, I mean. Can maybe do a little bit of damage to the second place here, but unfortunately somebody spawned behind me. So, what is happening here? Okay, they're attacking each other now. 9 kills so far. He got him with anti-stealth, and I'm flying over here, and he's got no chance whatsoever. One more salvo into this guy. And see here, the built-in rockets over the cover, and they hit him constantly. Activating flight is what you do when a Spectre jumps at you, and with your flight mobility, look, not only are you going to not take damage when he hits you, the chance of him hitting you is very low if you're flying in circles like that, because you're very fast, and you don't have this slowdown effect that you have when you're on the ground. You can just change movement direction instantly, and he will miss all his rockets. Here I baited his stealth jump right there. I baited it out, and it worked. He came out trying to jump on me, and that is the right thing for me to do here to get this guy destroyed and see what I can do about him. Here, sending some additional rockets for him, and not really doing insane amounts of damage, but a little bit annoying at least. Reloading, right? Still the meme of war robots. Reloading in PUBG. Putting the magazine out of your weapon, putting a new one in. Reloading in war robots. Firing M to your weapon is how you reload in War Robots, right? So, we've gotten 13 kills. That was a very weak round, but we still scored first. And Nimak Bida here was doing a good job right there. So, back on Carriers, the third map I want to show you. Very often it appears like, I don't know, I see Carrier very often in Free Fall. Not exactly my favorite map, because I feel like it's too narrow, and there isn't much room for you to dodge opponents and to play nice one-on-ones. It's like all the time you have the entire team or all enemies with line of sight at you. I'm able to snack this guy here around the corner while he comes, and someone is coming from behind if I recall correctly. Yeah, there he is with Tulumbas. 2 salvos and the Tulumba Spectre got destroyed. Last Stand was already triggered, so in this case, I wanted to free myself from having a roof over my head so that I can fly away. But unfortunately, I triggered my resistance too late, and I'm now destroyed. Boom, Corona from enemy 3. But it's okay, we can just jump in again, and that's why I like to play reviews and, robot and setup reviews on Free Fall, because you can just bring back the robot, right? You can just bring it as often as you like. And I'm not sure, did I play Carrier also with the Scourge version? I'm not sure. I think I played also Valley with the Scourge Ao Guang, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so like I said, guys, if you haven't yet seen the Scourge version of the Ao Guang, I feel like there's a really good chance you haven't, because it was somehow not shown to you with a notification on YouTube. Somehow, something must have gone wrong there really badly. So please, if you haven't yet, check out this video up there. It's also a very relevant one if you liked this one here, because it'll show you the power of the Scourge on this robot as well. Here we can counter the Mercury really well, even though his Last Stand is active. But with the, with the stealth, with the resistance we have on this, he doesn't really do much damage. And, yeah, with being able to activate Quantum Raider, also here, no chance. Here we're fighting the Hize with corner shooting. Look, the Hize doesn't even get to damage us at all, because we're basically just hanging out these 2 weapons to the left. And that's how we, got rid of this Hize very effectively, and without taking much damage, even though we haven't had our flight and resistance active. Now, let's get going over there and see if I can steal a kill. This guy looks like he's going down. Okay, here we go. My kill. And Okay, he got this one. But once again, there would have been a slight chance for me to get this kill by just having the rockets land in. I wasn't lucky enough to have that happening, but, you know, there is a chance that it happens anyways sometimes, and when it does, you're gonna be very happy that your built-in Dragon Fangs ability did that to you. Or for you, rather. Come on, get destroyed here, Pursuer. And are we gonna have a chance here against this Hize with Orkans? We're at low HP, no resistance active, but thankfully, the game was nice to us, and it didn't take a weapon away. We would not have won this if the game would have taken one of our weapons away. Like, you get destroyed nearly, and you lose a weapon, and you lose another. We wouldn't have been able to do anything then. But I was able to survive because of the, and kill the guy, and he killed me too. We killed each other there. We traded, basically. And I was able to survive it because the game was nice and didn't take a weapon away. Usually the Ao Guang does lose its weapons relatively often, right? Here, flying backwards to make sure that when you land in safety behind cover here. And what is it? Uh-oh, Tulumba Spectre. I almost figured it was a Tulumba Spectre, so I'm wasting all his rockets right here by baiting his fire around the corner, activating Quantum Raider, activating Flight, starting the built-in rockets, and then getting this guy destroyed, and dodging even some of his rockets. Rampage was also the result of this. Oh man. So let's speed up the rest. He was just dodging me. I don't know, he was second, he should have fought me, but every time I wanted to try and get him, he just dodged me. So you know what I did? I knew exactly I was first and he was way below. He had to get like 5 kills to be to get to first place. So what you can do when somebody is wasting your time like that, you just jump into the ocean. When you know you're first and he's got no chance to catch up, jump into the ocean, kill yourself, wait for the round to end, and you're going to be first. And you are not going to let this guy waste your precious time. So that's what I've done right here. So I lost another kill. I was at 13, now I'm 12, but I knew that enemy 3 was far away from being, reaching me here. So that's one way of not having your time wasted by someone like that. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this brawler. Because it's a very squishy one, a lot of people are already running it on the live server. I've already seen it. Let me just show some gameplay while I'm talking. I've already seen it. A lot of people are running the Ao Guang on the live server. I think people are really fond of this. They like this robot because of the resistance and because of the fact that it cannot be countered by Quantum Raider module. That, I think, makes this one very effective, but it only has 2 passive slots, right? So you can't do very crazy amount of, not as much as the Ao Chun did in terms of modules. And you don't have that much firepower with 3 medium weapons compared to 2 heavies. Although, you could argue and say it's probably roughly around the same amount of firepower. But yeah, so I really like to hear what you guys think about this setup, and also, once again, would be awesome if you could check out the Scourge version of this video so that this video doesn't get, left behind somehow and without any love by YouTube because it somehow messed up the notification thingy there. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment down below, and if you haven't already, hit subscribe as brutal as a man can hit for more. Thanks for bearing with me, you guys are awesome as always. Manni-Gaming signing off. Bye-bye.